Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to the final video. So in this one, I'm just going to be giving some final words and just some takeaway messages from the entirety of this course and the kind of traders that I want you all to become. So now that the course content has concluded, I hope by the end of the two parts of the course, both the technical and the fundamental, you should be fully equipped now with the knowledge to go out and do well in the markets. However, the main work starts from now. It's about how you apply it yourself in the market. I know so many traders who know so much knowledge, whether it be technical or fundamental, but what it is it actually is their application of that knowledge and how they apply it into the live markets. One of the biggest components of that is obviously psychology and how you are in the market. Are you a risk taker? Are you scared, for example? One of the things I like to say is scared money don't make money. And that's one of the things that a lot of traders will say, especially, you need to actually have your setups done properly. You understand what's there. And then as soon as your setups come, you actually have to execute. And that's one of the main things that's going to, do well for you. You need to build that psychology of, being confident in the market, have that confidence to understand what trades are best and when to execute as well. Now, this mentorship is not for me to hold your hand. I've always said that from the start. And what I want you to become is to become self-sufficient traders who can depend on their own fundamental interpretations and rely on their own technical analysis. So, of course, now you know pretty much everything that I understand as well. We've gone through so much content on both sides of fundamental and technical. And what it is now is you need to combine the both, understand how can I use fundamental to get my directional bias, and then how can I use technical to get into that trade. I'm going to be going through a lot more, of course, through the mentorship. This course it doesn't just end here. So what can you expect next? So first things, as soon as you finish with this course is, of course, send a message to me as soon as we can. We'll try and, get an appropriate time for both me and you, and we'll set up a one-to-one session to clear up any questions you've got. Of course, throughout the whole course, I've told you to take notes and to ask questions wherever they may come up. So this one-to-one session, the first one, I want it just to clear up anything that you've got. And then, of course, in the future, if you guys ever need help with, um, some kind of issue that you may be having, whether you're coming into a losing streak, for example, maybe I can clear up something like that. But the one-to-one sessions are just going to be there to, actually help you and aid you in your personal questions, really. So the second part is the fundamental breakdowns. So what I'm going to be doing is whenever there's important news, kind of like how you see me do it in the Telegram, but perhaps more detailed, I actually want to understand fully what each part means. So what I'm going to be doing is making it like a proper format. So I'll be creating like a Word document or a PDF where it sums up everything that happened in that news article or the data release, for example, and then my breakdown on what I expect to happen. Of course, I'm not going to be able to do this for every piece of fundamental information because, as you know, there's so much fundamental data that comes out. Particularly, I like to focus on USD pairs because from there you can understand the rest of the market and the implications of that. Uh, but of course, if there's anything else major that everyone wants to look at in the group, for example, let's just have a look back at, for example, Brexit. A few years ago, that was one of the biggest market movers in the economy, throughout the world, and that I would never glance over. So I'm always going to be looking at the main articles and the main bits of fundamental information. So I'm always going to be there to explain that for you. And of course, I want you to get to a stage where you understand that yourself. It's not going to be a thing where, like I said, I'm going to be holding your hand. I'm actually going to be asking you guys as well, what you think. You understand all the content that I understand. It's just applying that knowledge now. Then, of course, the technical analysis. So, depending on our schedules and how busy I am, for example, whether it's a Zoom call on the weekend or if it's just I send in a video of how I mark up my analysis, or whether it's just screenshots, for example, I want to be sending out that analysis to you guys. So, you can look at my thoughts on the market and of course translate that into yours. What I expect from you guys as well is for you to keep consistent and constantly upload analysis. I don't want it to be a one-way thing where in the community group where there's just a few individuals, for example, that always send in analysis and they feel like they're doing too much of the work. I want everyone to contribute, even if your analysis is wrong. Everyone's going to be there to actually correct that and understand, okay, this is where you might be going wrong. Is that following your fundamental bias? Everything like that. So the last part of the equation, and I feel like this one of the most important bits for your development as well, is a community group. So what that's going to entail is whether it's Telegram or Discord, because we need to flow as a group. So we're gonna get your feedback on everything, but we're gonna be starting off on Discord. That community group, I want it to be as active as possible. There's going to be backtesting sections. There's going to be live analysis. I'm thinking perhaps as well when there's an interesting live session, I can get on a call with you guys and just go through markups that I'm looking at right now. So it could be like a London session on a Tuesday. If we've got news analysis, news releases at that time, then perhaps we can get on a call. But of course, this will depend on timing and how busy everyone is. But yeah, that community group, use it as much as you want. It's just going to allow you to develop all together and improve as traders. So yeah, guys, I wish you all the best on your journeys. And I'm honestly excited to see what kind of traders you will become. Because now you've got so much knowledge. It's just about applying that. And yeah, becoming the best versions of yourself you can become. So yeah, guys, take care. And I won't be seeing you on the next video like I usually end it on. But I'll be seeing you in the live chats and everything like that. All right, guys, take care and I wish you all the best.